Not
Tiếp
just
tục quay
people
lại
taking
thôi.
part for the fun of it.
Hồi nãy có một vài sự
So,
cố.
you've got nothing to worry about there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. You must be feeling confident. And with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament. Now that...
But we didn't come...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, get this. It's a map.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision.
Is there really such thing as a masterless...
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talent. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one.
Yeah, we're interested in...
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision?
You just want him to take part in...
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to...
Great. Then let's get you signed up.
It seems like it will only be a matter...
Ok. Let's go. Thành tựu xem xét đang đến. Nice, nice. Cái chun ơi. Nói cho Quỳnh.
Don't blink! Hey!
Time to act. No, my sword!
Incoming!
Ồ, thì đây là thi đấu ở đây.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters.
Chui run.
Hello! Are you here to compete?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their... Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we heard a roop.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled... I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered... I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the...
Uh-huh. But for us, even for our 5 treasure hoard... Alright.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair...
Ok. Trai gì?
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat, but this tournament is more than just a
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our
This master of yours must be
famous. He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan, he's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special
Force disperse?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness... For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to wait.
But here we are, having trained under him recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Kazuha clan and made pretty much instant progress.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it, folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Lee.
See you in the arena.
Ok, còn ai nữa?
Time to act.
Còn một người nữa hả?
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Club? If so,
So you're also here for the...
you better believe it. I wouldn't be here. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important... No. It's not about what... I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to... I've also brought along a bit of an entourage. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles. Ha! You don't mince your words. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really
Jinx Village
average.
arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't... Did I hear that?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer that...
I have to ask. Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
I trust you are aware that, only those without vision... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself... It's just a formality for you, of course, but... So far, I've got... defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any other...
Yeah, put that down.
Whoa...
Might as well declare him the champion.
I wonder if it's too late to...
Okay, that's plenty. Right, your registration is complete. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for...
Oh, we're
Tính ra
not
mình
here
cũng
for
chảnh
that.
phết nha mọi
We're
người.
here because Captain Beto promised to...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top 10.
But why would anyone want to...
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with... Well, nobody expected you to sign... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are...
Hey, so... Paimon's... Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that... So Paimon thinks you probably... In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be... Alright,
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
Rồi. Đánh thôi.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
what a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite...
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles both... So, come on. We all know...
All right. You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner... You know, a lot... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top... Well, since everyone sees you... For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early... So, I'm putting you...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers.
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you would have made...
To be...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semi. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not very well.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting.
Rồi.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux class. I do not doubt your abilities, but
Relax. My guy's at the...
Okay, follow.
Rồi. Chơi thôi.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. Congratulations. I was beaten by the...
Right! From... If you had a vision,
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine? I lost interest eventually. You can't depend... I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods.
Huh? You mean you didn't...
No, I didn't. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome.
Rất là đạo
I
lý.
don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger
Okay.
next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about her...
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time.
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable... I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring up. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match...
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat. I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm...
Oh, alright then.
Thanks.
Cái tập anime nhà này thì
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding... I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard.
He's, I guess, not using your elemental...
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off...
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But
It is true that I am versed both in literary... I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be...
Hang on. Don't you think you're...
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
you betcha. Wait a second. We never...
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, however, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. Come with me.
trời má ơi. Nó đi xa dữ trời.
Don't blink! Incoming!
Now that we're alone, Let me... You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance. When I talk about that which I see or hear, since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I
As crazy as all that...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating us!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly...
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just took... It's been a long journey, and many things have happened to... Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've... Now then.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink! No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate. Oz, reveal thyself! Time for takeoff. Yahoo! With sword comes shadow.
Your skills in battle are Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat it. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be... The world is a truly mysterious...
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you...
I desire to know what meaning and what influences the gods My apologies. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer and... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is... Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's...
She sounds less like an archon.
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will... If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Why isn't he? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention! We've reached the climax of the We've seen many exciting battles today, and now I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osial, and the mere mention of his name causes
Wow!
I've been waiting.
I'm sure everyone witnessed him, but today's final... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up...
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with...
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody...
We don't know when it was taken exactly.
No need to worry. Even the... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility.
Well, if you I'll stay here and try to offer some...
If you would, please come with...
But we're...
Come with me. I can sense...
Time to act. Incoming! Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Speed of light.
Quite a downpour. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow.
Incoming.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Nowhere to hide.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Speed of light.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a... Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed... But most disappointing of all is the state of the It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire.
Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that there's fighting.
Aha! So you were supposed to be our...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to Drat. This could... Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the...
Huh? You're...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on...
Whoa, we don't need to...
I never would have guessed you. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
Here's something special!
With swords from shadows.
Just a temporary setback.
Quá dễ.
No, no! Do what you want, but...
He has persevered to the bitter end. And put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable. And
No need for that.
Paimon doesn't get.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing when people are forced into a corner. That is when their greatest... But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can...
The vision.
I see. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision...
Yeah, what's the story about?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies...
Kazuha!
It's... all right then. It's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble, but thank you.
Ok, quay lại thôi. Damn. Oh shit, bây giờ mình chọn quay lại rồi. Giờ phải đi từ khúc này qua nữa.
No, my sword! Speed of light! Incoming! Speed of light! Don't blink! Incoming!
Huh? Did Beta leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, it seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud.
It's not unusual for those two.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to...
The one who stole the vision was originally... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match. In which case, the Crux clash come...
Huh? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he...
Paimon thought we'd win and all.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the ride...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of some... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Paimon believes you.
Thank you. May both one final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm.
Yeah. Hoàn thành nhiệm vụ do thu viễn áo hỏi. Do thu viễn áo hỏi. Nice. Rồi. Chúng ta có nhiệm vụ mới. Ok, kết thúc video đây và
The
sang
sun
nhiệm
is
vụ
out.
mới thôi.